The Stranger's Kindness. This is a level 2 English story. Listen carefully. Repeat after me. Try the shadowing technique. Speak with me. Let's begin. It was a cold Monday morning. Sky was gray. The wind was strong. And I was standing alone at a bus stop. I had just lost my job. Repeat. I had just lost my job. I felt empty. I felt scared. I didn't know what to do next. For 5 years, I worked in a small office in the city. It was not a big job. It was not a high salary, but it was stable. And now it was gone. My manager called me into his office. That morning, he looked uncomfortable. He avoided eye contact. Then he said, "We are reducing staff. Today is your last day." It's just like that. 5 years finished in 5 minutes. Repeat. 5 years finished in 5 minutes. I packed my things. In a small box, a few notebooks, a coffee mug, and some old photos. No one said much. People were busy. Or maybe they didn't know what to say. When I walked out of the building, the wind hit my face. It felt colder than usual. I didn't want to go home yet. If I went home, it would feel real, so I decided to sit at the bus stop. That's where everything changed. There were only 2 other people there. An old woman reading a newspaper, and a tall man in a dark coat. He looked ordinary. Nothing special about him. Just another stranger. I kept looking at the road. Cars passed by. People rushed to work. Life continued as usual. But inside me, everything felt broken. I checked my phone. No new messages, no missed calls, no new opportunities. I sighed deeply. The tall man looked at me for a moment. Then he looked away. After a few seconds, he spoke. "Are you okay?" It was a simple question. "Are you okay?" But for some reason, it felt heavy. I forced a small smile. "Yes, I'm fine." He nodded, but he didn't look convinced. A few minutes passed. Then he said, "You don't look fine." I didn't answer. He continued, "Bad day." I hesitated. Should I talk to a stranger? Should I stay silent? But sometimes it is easier to talk to someone who doesn't know you. So I said quietly, "I lost my job today." He didn't react with shock. He didn't say, "Oh no," loudly. He simply nodded. "I'm sorry," he said calmly. Then he added, "That must be hard. That must be hard." No one had said that to me yet. Not my manager, not my coworkers. It's just this stranger. I felt my eyes become wet. I quickly looked down. "It's okay," I said. "I'll find something else." He smiled gently. That's the right attitude. The bus was late. The wind became stronger. He took off his gloves and put them in his pocket. Then he asked, "What did you do?" "I worked in administration," I replied. "Paperwork, emails, organizing files." He nodded again. "That's important work," he said. "Important work." No one had called it important before. I shrugged. It didn't feel important today. He was quiet for a moment. Then he said something unexpected. 5 years ago, I was sitting at a bus stop too. I looked at him. "I lost everything," he continued. "My job, my apartment, my savings." I was surprised. He didn't look like someone who had lost everything. "What happened?" I asked. "I made mistakes," he said honestly. "Bad decisions. I trusted the wrong people. I ignored warning signs." He didn't sound ashamed. He sounded reflective. "I thought my life was over," he said. Felt embarrassed. "I didn't want to tell anyone. I listened carefully. But something small changed everything," he added. "Something small changed everything." "What was it?" I asked. He smiled slightly. "A stranger helped me. A stranger helped me." Just like that, I felt a strange feeling in my chest. "What did the stranger do?" I asked. "He bought me coffee," he said. And he listened. That's all. He listened. "He didn't give me money," the man continued. "He didn't give me a job. Just reminded me that I still had value." Value. That word stayed in my mind. "I went home that day," he said, "and I decided to try again. Slowly, step by step." "What did you do?" I asked. "Started small. I took temporary jobs. I learned new skills. I failed many times. He laughed softly. Many times? But I didn't stop. The bus still hadn't arrived. Old woman got on another bus and left. Now it was just the two of us. You see, he said, losing a job feels like losing your identity. Identity. But a job is something. You do, he continued. It's not who you are. Repeat. A job is something you do. It's not who you are. His words felt simple, but powerful. I realized something. All morning, I kept thinking, I am unemployed. I am useless. I failed. But maybe that wasn't true. Maybe I just lost a position, not my worth. He looked at me and said, "What are you good at?" I hesitated. "I'm organized," I said slowly. "I'm responsible. I learn fast." He nodded. "Good. That means you have skills." Skills don't disappear when you lose a job. They stay with you. The bus finally appeared in the distance. But I didn't want the conversation to end. "Can I ask you something?" I said, "Of course," he replied. "Are you okay now?" He smiled more openly this time. "Yes." He said, "I built my own small business. It took years. Wasn't easy. A small business." "You wouldn't believe how many times I wanted to quit," he added. "But you didn't," I said. He answered, "Because of that stranger." The bus stopped in front of us. The doors opened. Before getting on, he looked at me seriously. "Today feels terrible," he said. "But one day you might look back and see this as the beginning. The beginning, not the end. The beginning." I stepped onto the bus. He paid for his ticket. Then he surprised me. He paid for mine too. "You don't have to," I started to say. He interrupted gently. "Consider it coffee," he said. Coffee, just like his stranger did for him. We sat in different seats. I looked out the window. My situation hadn't changed. I was still unemployed. I still had bills to pay. But something inside me felt different, lighter, stronger. When my stop came, I stood up. Before leaving, I turned around. He gave me a small nod. No big goodbye, no dramatic moment, just a nod. I got off the bus. The wind was still cold. But I wasn't shaking anymore. That afternoon, I went home. I updated my resume. I searched for online courses. I sent 3 job applications. 3. It wasn't a lot, but it was a start. In the evening, I thought about his words again. A job is something you do. It's not who you are. The next day, I woke up early. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. I made a plan. Every day, I would apply for at least 5 jobs. Every day, I would learn something new. Every day, I would improve one skill. Some days were hard, very hard. I received rejection emails. "We regret to inform you." Those words hurt, but I didn't stop. Whenever I felt discouraged, I remembered the bus stop, the cold wind, the stranger's calm voice. 1 week passed, then 2 weeks. Money became tight. I started doing small freelance tasks online. It wasn't much, but it gave me confidence. Confidence grows slowly. Like a plant, you must water it daily. One afternoon, about a month later, I received a phone call. "Hello, is this Daniel?" "Yes," I said nervously. "We reviewed your application. We'd like to invite you for an interview." My heart started beating fast. An interview. The day of the interview, I felt nervous, but I also felt ready. I remembered, I am organized. I am responsible. I learn fast. The interview went well. A week later, I received another call. "We're happy to offer you the position." I closed my eyes. Relief, gratitude, excitement. It wasn't my dream job, but it was a new opportunity. Fresh start. My first day at the new office, I arrived early. As I waited outside the building, I noticed something familiar. A bus stop. It's like the one where I met the stranger. I smiled. I never saw him again. I don't know his name. I don't know his business. I don't know where he lives. But I know one thing. His kindness changed my life. Not because he gave me money. Not because he gave me a job. But because he reminded me of my value. Sometimes we think big actions change the world. but often it is small actions, a question, a conversation, a bus ticket, a few honest words. You never know when you are someone's stranger. You never know when your simple kindness can give someone strength. So if you see someone having a bad day, ask gently, "Are you okay?" It might be the beginning of something powerful. And if you are the one at the bus stop, feeling lost, feeling scared, remember this. This is not the end. It might be the beginning. Repeat after me. This is not the end. It might be the beginning. Thank you for listening. Now practice shadowing again from the start. Speak clearly, speak confidently, and never forget your value. The end.